gentlemen, all rise for the RankKing's court.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to the greatest spectacle that graces your internet screens every Tuesday night at 6:30. I am the Rank King himself, Austin Moorhead, and this is the Rank King's Court. Joined with me, as always, we have Noble Knight Greg and Oracle Vo in the studio, as I am in a... Switched it up a little bit, guys. If you could tell, this is not the normal decor of said placement. The lady was taking a nap in my normal spot, and I didn't want to wake her. So we are
smart.
Look at you! Look at you actually being a considerate human being. I'm proud of you, bud.
Yeah, but then as soon as I turned away, she like poked me in my butt cheek, so I knew she was up.
Boy, don't bring up personal stuff on here. People don't want to hear that. Come on, the hell's wrong with you?
This is literally. All right, whatever. I'll let that slide. We literally talk all things personal here. Let's not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a hard nut to crack, though. I don't understand it. He's like staring into nothingness.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm staring directly into.
I see him in person.
I know he does.
Like live in person.
I know. I can literally poke him right now if I wanted to.
Live in person at.
We didn't do this last week, so I was thrown off for a second. Thank you for that. RankKing's Court is live today from Unit Fitness Studios, located on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. Unit Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It's a place where you can transform yourself inside and out. With a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training, Unit Fitness, they believe that it's their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. The practice where they preach and uphold the values make Unit Fitness the community that it is. Go to unitfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through a union, there is strength. Did we get called out at all last week for not doing that? Because we definitely didn't.
No, sponsors didn't reach out to us or anything.
Okay, thank God. I mean, we've done it. We've done it enough times that I feel like we probably are allowed to. We're allowed to mulligan.
For all they know, that we did it either at the end of the whatever part they weren't listening to.
That's true. That's true. It was probably around the time that Austin was getting wrecked.
Wouldn't say wrecked, boys, but I think if we want, there is something else we want to plug here real quick. You guys want to do it? It is the end of November, but there is always time.
I can't wait to shave. Just saying. But yes, it is the waning days of November. We have today and tomorrow. And then after that, we are officially ending the Movember campaign for 2022. As I've said previously, we have already passed our goal significantly from last year. We actually passed it very early on. Shout out to Ping for doing that, by the way. We appreciate that. But every single donation we get on Twitch, 100% of the proceeds will be going directly to the Movember campaign. If you want to make a donation directly, you can go to all of the Thoughts from the Bench social feeds on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else that we have that I'm not aware of because I hate social media. But beside the fact, it's a great cause, and we look forward to it every single year. And we grow out the facial hair right here, as you can see. And I cannot wait to shave this, and I'll be clean shaven on Thursday.
It's probably on.
No.
It looks good on you.
No, shut up.
Yeah. Just grow a what is that? A handlebar mustache and twiddle it around.
I can't pull that off, bud. Like Vo and I have joked about this for the longest time because when I was in college, I didn't call it Movember. It was No Shave November, which is how it was presented to me. And every time I did it, every single year it kept getting better and better and better because in college I couldn't grow facial hair to save my life. So weirdly enough, yes, this is probably the best mustache I've ever grown in my life. So yeah.
Good mustache.
Yeah.
Can't really tell mine. It's actually a lot darker than what it normally is. So.
Yeah, maybe if you move the light around.
Yeah, I don't see facial hair on you, bud.
Mine
I don't
comes
think
in
it's.
light.
I didn't think it was possible for you to grow facial hair at all.
Hey, from one facial hair, you can't make a joke about someone growing facial hair when you can't grow facial hair, Craig.
Yeah, I absolutely can. It's within my rights to. It's within my contract. Actually, I'm allowed to.
Chip said, "Looks like Greg has a cat under his nose."
Yeah, let's not joke about that, Chip. That's not fun.
Meow. But as we had last week, we had McKenna on as a guest to talk all things rom-coms. It was definitely a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, which I'm not ashamed to admit. I think that when you're a large computer nerd brain like myself that basically knows everything, at times it's nice to get stumped a little bit. And I feel like that's what I feel like I brought a lot to the table. She might have cracked that one, though. I feel like our behind-the-scenes looker person, Evo, was supposed to tally the votes and everything, but I don't think that ever corresponded.
Oh,
I
don't
you can check too. You have Instagram.
I don't think he
can
needs.
see.
I don't think he needs to tally the votes. I just think you
I
got
just didn't want-
wrecked.
I didn't want your feelings to get hurt.
Plus, also, bud, I feel like I'm just gonna point this out here. While I will say you had more classics on here that I could appreciate on that,
Yeah,
I can
that's what it
appreciate
was.
that. I do think you were grasping at straws a bit to make a case that basically anything is a romantic comedy.
I wouldn't say I was grasping at straws. I think I pulled out from the knowledge in my brain and realized that those are technically also romantic comedies.
I think you were trying to find technicalities in this situation, but I really think you were.
Chip says, "Wrecked 2 weeks in a row."
Yeah.
Hey, Austin, you know what movie we watched the other day?
To watch.
The one with Harry Styles.
Oh, you watched Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, I have not seen it all. I never want to admit when I fall asleep during a movie, and I think it was just because I was very tired
Yeah.
that happened. Because a lot of people have said, it's actually pretty good. It's not as bad as what people make it out to be. And I think that movie caught a lot of bad publicity going into it. As you all know, Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde no longer together. So from that movie.
Me playing the tiniest violin in the world right now. Darn.
Exactly what you need to do, Greg.
Yeah.
It's not important. I don't know. There's a lot of rom-coms that were discussed. I think I brought a lot to the table, and whatever those results were, they were. But we have a new topic for tonight, one that is going to put you in a blast from the past in nostalgia.
And one that will not get him wrecked because he doesn't have a guest competing against him for once.
He shows up late. He thinks he can say all this. It's so annoying.
He had that written down actually on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I did. You can see it
It said,
right here.
Checklist.
Yeah,
Make
you
fun of
know.
Austin.
Yeah.
Well, viewers, this is what I deal with. It's a lot when you hire and have two peons on the show, but they are well observant peons at that. So
Have you gotten a paycheck yet? I'm still waiting for mine.
No, but I'm about to take
Oh,
parental leave soon, so.
Yeah, you got to cash in those benefits.
We're all waiting for paychecks. That's for damn sure. For tonight, though, we are going from a blast from the past and nostalgia because tonight we are talking all things school lunches. That's right, people. Old school cafeteria lunches. Now, I was asked the question before Greg got here because, Bo and I are on time. But the fact of the matter is that he asked, how did you come up with this topic? And I was
I am
sitting.
curious too, actually.
I can't
I was
confirm
sitting
this.
on my couch, falling asleep, and I was wondering, dang it, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna what's the lunch menu for tomorrow? What am I getting? Or if I'm packing anything, and it hit me, I was like, oh my god, we haven't done this yet. Let's roll with it, and that's what it was.
I was gonna say I was surprised that you texted us early in the morning for this topic, by the way, because usually it's something that Vo's scrambling to get from you in the middle of the day.
No, Monday it's usually, hey, what's the topic?
And then
He's like, I'm working on it, and then
working on it.
Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, I check and it's up. I'm like, okay. We have a question from Deke, if you want to read that.
Is it nostalgia if you guys still have high school facial hair?
Yes, it absolutely is. Absolutely. That's the
I
whole
feel like-
concept.
I feel like it would have been better, Deke, if you left out the hashtag Bazinga. Makes me feel like you are a Sheldon Cooper lookalike there, my friend. But
I don't know what you're talking about. Bazinga's something that like he's gonna catch on now because of him probably.
Greg, we have a wonderful show for you tonight, guys. Let's get right into it with Radical Ranking number 1. All right, starting off tonight's topic of school lunches, we have a monumental one, which I know is going to piss so many people off, but we have the worst school lunches.
I was gonna say piss people off, like.
Oh, it's going to piss some people off.
So you're
Greg.
saying that people like this one?
I feel like some people are going to look at this and be like, you're out of your mind. This is what I believe. So
All right, I'm interested. I would also be curious, Austin, since you are technically educating the youth of America now, which God help us all in that case. Has the lunch scene changed at all since when you were trying to get educated yourself? Just out of curiosity.
now, trying to be educated myself being, I would say if I was getting a lunch now from school to what it is now, yes, yeah, it's definitely a whole different dimension of awfulness. That's just how it is now, man. We were a different breed eating school lunches. Like they didn't care what they were serving us as long as they were serving us. Now you got all these health concerns.
Sustenance, baby. Sustenance is what we needed.
Thanks, Michelle Obama. The hell. But yes, school lunches, the worst school lunches, and we're gonna piss people off right off the back because of my number 5 is probably everybody's one of their go-tos. Number 5, give me that Uncrustable. Screw all of you to think that this was actually even remotely good. Yes, I'm allergic. Yes, I don't care. Yes, this looks
Yeah,
like
you're being salty. Cause here's the
This-
thing, like they overloaded the peanut butter in those things.
Garbage.
In fairness,
I can't tell you how many times I watched people walk past with this, and I was like, well, have fun with your stomach later. That's basically what I just didn't ever see the joy in even if I wasn't allergic. I feel like I would never get one of these.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't.
I can't remember if like our school sold these or if it was just something you brought from home.
uh,
Like, I don't remember ever buying one from school, but I'm not
Oh,
sure
God.
if like other people have.
I'm trying to remember because like I think it was an option, but it wasn't as an Uncrustable. It was literally just like if you wanted a PB&J, like you could
Oh,
have one, but like
yeah.
that. But it was never an Uncrustable. Like there were people that got this as like that brought this from home and stuff too, because like you would buy like the multi packs of it or something, and that was all you needed at that point.
See, for me, it was always like we had a hot line and we had a cold line, and these were
Mm.
always available in the cold line. And again, I would watch people walk past with these, and I'm like, why? Why would you do this? Why would you get it?
Probably because they didn't like what was being served in the hotline, and this was their only option.
Pack.
Well, maybe someone wasn't able to pack their lunch at the time. Just saying. Just saying, man.
Gregory, we love to do this show. Okay? We love to imagine things, Greg. So when you bring all this stupid logic
Oh,
to the
stupid logic, huh? Okay.
stupid logic, okay?
We like to have fun here.
I think Austin is very, very annoyed all of a sudden at me, which I don't understand why.
I don't know either. I'm drinking a McDonald's Sprite.
We got Blood Bomb in the chat tonight.
Blood Bomb! What's up,
Oh,
bud? Congrats on winning the
what's up?
group, bud. Congrats. We'll talk more
He
on
said
Thursday.
He said
It's-
it's coming home, but
we'll talk.
I'm sure Deke has something else to say.
Yeah, Blood Bomb. We'll talk about it more on Thursday on Two Beers Deep on twitch.tv/thoughts from the bench.
But yes, Uncrustables, hot garbage, cold garbage actually, but still garbage in retrospective. Let's move on to number 4. I feel like you can get these anywhere else, but in a cafeteria lunch line, I feel like these would be the last thing I would touch. Hot dogs. the hot dogs that were served in the cafeteria, man, we always have like there were double dog days. I remember you get 2 of them.
Like
And
sheets, 99 cents.
and be like, I don't even want one. Why are you making me have 2? I don't want to.
Here's the also thing that probably sucks too, bud, is that it was probably the boiled hot dog version, so it wasn't even the good
exactly
ones, which are
was,
grilled.
Greg.
So that's one. Yeah, and I point this out too. Like I've never liked hot dogs at all. Even when I was younger, I hated them. I don't know what it was about them, but I just did not care for them at all.
I just picture them like on the hot dog bun, like a hard bun, like it's all stale and everything. Like
Stale bun,
yeah,
grilled hot dog. You get like packets of condiments instead of the actual like I don't even know how you like squirtable condiments. So it wouldn't even.
So wrong.
the ones in bottles.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Squared.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay,
what they were.
Number 4, good spot for the hot dogs.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if you would have put this as the good lunches, I would have, like, had concerns to say about that one. But no, I think I could not tell you any school lunch school that had good hot dogs. Could not.
Just go grill them just to be a normal. Or I would say even like I appreciate the ones that from the hot dog carts. Like my uncle had a hot dog cart and he had boiled dogs, but they tasted good.
Yeah.
They were on fresh buns,
Yeah.
Had fresh ingredients. You're not getting that at a school lunch. I'm just sorry. So yeah, hot dogs at number 4. Number
Cut
3,
them costs, baby.
Number 3 is an interesting one.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever had them, but number 3, these are the corn dog nuggets.
I never ate them because, again, not a hot dog person. But yes, I do remember these being offered a couple of times in grade school. Yes.
Yeah, I remember these.
I would not touch these at all, just at all.
It's to the point where like we had nuggets, and we had these like potato. I was trying to find these all day, but I couldn't find a picture of them at all, so I had to scrap it. But we had like potato nugs that were like shaped like I don't even know, like a cone, and like it was just filled with like potato filling. It was amazing. But like we had those. If you're gonna get dippable things, get those things. What is this? This is a boiled fourth of a wiener dog that is like soaked in terrible batter, and just I don't even think I like regular corn dogs.
No, very valuable lesson learned. If you're going to try to fry something in a batter, make sure you use pancake batter. It's a valuable lesson learned.
I feel like I've had these like at home though, and they weren't as bad. Maybe it was just the school ones.
It's probably the school one because they're making like mass amounts of them, like at once or something like that. More than likely, that's probably why.
Blood Bomb says these sound quite nice.
I think I bet Blood Bomb would get a kick out of school lunches in America.
Oh yeah.
I think he would.
Well, did you guys actually know on a related note that they sell like school lunches online in like bulk? That you can buy like old school like nostalgia lunches.
What do you mean like wait? What do you mean like old school nostalgia lunches? Are we talking?
They were in the fridge. The ones that weren't eaten, they just mailed.
Oh my God!
I don't want to like. I'll bring it up more as we go into like the better stuff.
Okay.
But number 2, it's funny that we bring up Blood Bomb because I assume that Blood Bomb is a big proponent of fish and chips. Well, fella, if you want to get a decent school lunch, don't get these because at number 2 we have the fish sticks. Ugh, these are just awful. These are just.
I gotta be honest, man.
You like them?
Well, no, I don't remember. I don't remember ever having fish sticks offered when I was in school. Surprisingly, it's weird because I went to a Catholic school, so you would think they'd like force that on like the Fridays or something.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
what I was gonna say. I feel like Fridays maybe they had them.
I don't remember them. No.
These were always served on Fridays. And it's like, it was either you would have like pizza, like at one point in elementary school, we had Pizza Hut pizza on Fridays. And the days that we didn't have them, we had freaking fish sticks.
I think that's how my school was too.
And it's just like the batter was not good. You'd literally take it and it would fall apart in your hand. And not in the good way either, because normally you want something when you pull it apart, You want it to flake away. You want it to like break apart naturally.
Mm-hmm.
These things just did the exact opposite.
You know what? You know what was really annoying too? I remember like when I was in school and stuff. My cafeteria also doubled for when the school would do fish fries for Lent and stuff. And when there was the fish fries, they actually used the fryer for them. So like you would get like the good fish sandwiches and stuff. But for grade school, they didn't use the fryer. So like we got these baked versions of if they did have fish sticks. I don't remember them, but like anything like that, they would bake it instead of frying it. Which no.
Yeah, our lunch, our cafeteria was a gym in elementary school.
Ah, okay.
Here's the gym.
Yeah. So they'd swap them. And Blood Bomb said, we have fish sticks over here, but we call them fish fingers.
That is a thing. I do remember them being called fish fingers. And here's the thing, like I eat my fish with tartar sauce. Tartar sauce was ultimately never served. It was always ketchup. Always. You guys know how I feel about ketchup.
Yeah, it's just
No.
so much
We have no idea.
so much unnecessary heat. Like it's ridiculous.
It's not my thing. Mike Mahomes thing is not mine.
Well,
And
you don't
then-
like tomato and you don't like the city of Pittsburgh, so fuck you then.
True at all.
He's a
Greg.
Hunt's ketchup guy.
Oh God, help me! You can tell the difference. By the way, it
Oh,
is
yeah.
very clear.
I might not like them, but I can sure tell the difference.
Mhm.
And man, then at number one, you'd think that this would be good. You just would think, because it's great when you make it at home. But the spaghetti and the meat sauce in the cafeteria was the equivalent of stepping on probably a good pound of Legos barefoot. It was so unbelievably unnecessary.
That picture is hilarious because it's just so disgusting.
Yeah,
This is what it looked like,
it's just
though.
terrible.
Yeah.
It like the sauce was never red. It was always this gray, like brownish concoction, and you're like, that's not.
Looks
that
like
can't
dog
be-
food or cat
Yeah.
food.
I don't remember this in grade school. I do remember it in high school though. That is definitely for sure.
Yeah, I remember elementary school we had like spaghetti and meatballs, and the meatballs would bounce. Like people would like literally bounce them off the table, and then
And you got did you get yelled at for doing that? I'm guessing.
I'm
and
sure
stuff?
they did, yeah,
Mhm.
but like
Stop
they're
bouncing
like
your
bouncy
balls.
I just oh my God.
He said that's gonna give him nightmares.
I'm just like that looks like the Walking Dead version of spaghetti and meat sauce.
It's brains.
It is.
But that's what it looked like, man. I just when we had this, I would be like, "Yeah, can I get the cheeseburger or can I get like chicken sandwich instead?" And they were like, "No," and I was like, "Please."
That's like you just picture like an old lunch lady just plopping it down there on your
You know what I
tray.
think of? I think of the lunch lady from Billy Madison, like, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, please. I have so much to live for. There's probably other ones out there, man, but these were always the worst. I could never.
Austin,
know-
would you rather just not eat lunch if these were offered to you?
I don't know. I gotta eat. So like at that point, scouring to other tables and being like, "Hey, you got some of this?" I feel like I'd be that, and they'd be like, "No." I'm like, "Hey, thanks," and just walk away. I don't know. There's always there's a TikTok there. I don't know why it reminded me of, but I digress. Yeah, these were the worst of the worst. I will never touch those, and they haunt my dreams to this day.
Well, and what's funny is too, now you're educating the youth of America. If you actually walked into a cafeteria and you saw any of this stuff, you would probably relive that all over again.
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
And
I could see you running in, like hitting it off their tray. Like, don't eat that.
And then the kids would look at you being like, "The hell?"
Just eat something else. All right. Now let's hit radical ranking number 2. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Now we're getting into the good stuff because for this radical ranking, we have the top school lunch sides.
Huh.
The main meal itself might be trash, but you still have some of these sides and they work. So here's my 5. Originally I had something else in here, realized that something actually was a side, and it completely changed the landscape of the ranking. So
Honestly, I think when you were doing that, I was looking at the rankings because my coworker always asks like, "Oh, what's the rankings tonight?" So I was like reading them, and I said the one, and then went back to do it. I was like, "Oh wait, no, we're not having that one anymore." So you must have changed it right when I was reading it.
I might have. So let's hit it. For number 5, we have the classic crinkle fry that was served to us always with one of the main meals. The crinkle fries as far as I'm aware, we never had regular fries. It was always crinkle fries, and we had something that might be mentioned later, so I'm not going to say it now. But the crinkle fries, they held their own. You know, thing is I was a ketchup boy back then, so yeah, I did dip them in ketchup.
Aww.
Also, they had hot sauce at the time that you would just like the old Texas Pete hot sauce that you just spray on your tray. So as my palate grew, so did my thing for hot sauce. So,
I don't know why, but like looking at these pictures, I just sense cold fries. Like these fries just like they're warm at first, but after that, I just feel like they cold and.
Well, okay.
That's
So
how
first
fries
of all,
work.
so like in grade school again, like for me, they were baked fries, which sucked because like when you would eat them, they would like flop, and you wouldn't get a crunch on them. They would like mush and stuff. It was not pleasant. High school, I definitely remember them being fried and stuff like that. So these kind of look about right from what I'd expect from fries back then. So.
Though on an unrelated note, did Greg tell you what I attempted this Thanksgiving?
I don't think so.
Well, he actually took the hot chip challenge.
He did.
Oh no!
He did. The video was amazing. The video was amazing.
Wow, why didn't you send it to me?
Oh, because it's about damn near 8 minutes long, and I saw Greg in there.
He looked like he was just about to. I couldn't even put into words. He looked like he was walking on hot lava, and his entire body was just looking like it was ready to melt as it was going on. It was quite hilarious, actually.
It was the Reaper and the Scorpion pepper one. Mm-hmm. So the blue chip. And the problem is that when I ate it, I said, okay, it's decently hot, but it's not bad. Like I'm not dying. The problem is that it was dry. It was so dry and it tasted like garbage. So me, not thinking, I took my Bud Light orange, I want to say it was Bud Light Blood Orange Platinum Seltzer.
Oh my God, Austin.
Like one drink of it, and that thing ignited.
Yeah.
Ignited.
I feel like with what? The seltzer, like that'll just do it right there.
Well, yeah, like
I had to get it down my throat because it was so dry.
But you're also adding alcohol to it, which is like going to make stuff hotter.
It's fueling the fire.
Yeah.
I made it probably want to say 5 minutes, and then I was all right. Give me milk. Like I need milk. Drank probably more milk in that time than I have in the last 6 or 7 years.
Why didn't you drink milk before you did it?
I don't know. I didn't think I need it.
Did anybody else do it, or was it just you?
No, so my uncle brought it for my other uncle to try, and he was like, get that shit away from me. I'm not eating it. And then they were like, you eat it. And I was like, well, okay. And, I planned on doing this at one point, one way or another.
Why not do it in front of my family?
And little did I know, hot coffee is a way to numb the pain a little bit because it actually numbs your tongue, so you don't actually feel any pain.
Well, can't confirm that. Too hot coffee literally burns your tongue in general. So
I just had an idea though, thinking of that video. You know how you're talking about the Bills videos? What if we start it with you eating the chip and then it just goes off?
Can it cut to at the end being the photo of Dre crying? Can it be that?
Yes, we should.
Yeah, so that is exactly what Austin looked like. The picture of Dre that looked like when Dre was on his deathbed is exactly what Austin looked like in the video.
Moral of the story, I ate it. I went home. I was fine. And then I laid in bed and I said, holy mother of God. And I got up and I went to the bathroom and I had cold sweats. I had legitimate cold sweats. So I threw it up. And the notion is that, whatever you put in your body is going to come up, and it's going to come up with a vengeance. So all the heat I put in my body came up.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Wait. So what was worse, that or the eating of it part?
Oh God, probably I would say the actual eating of it was bad.
Really?
Yeah,
that was worse. Interesting.
The throw up was like it was over and done with. It was done, but immediately I had to check because they say if you do that and you have you could possibly throw up blood and you have to be rushed to the hospital if that's the case.
Yikes.
Did you hear the story about how AJ Brown of the Eagles on Thanksgiving, the next day, he apparently got food poisoning from it, and it was so bad he burst blood vessels in his eyes from throwing up, and actually lost 7 pounds from it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's how bad it was. But he still played and still caught a touchdown. Damn it! So
I would say I'm thankful that I did it and it's over with. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And honestly,
I don't know. I can think of a couple people I'd have to. Just saying.
It's so evil, man.
Just saying.
Yeah, I would never in my entire life go through that again. And now back to sports.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we went through crinkle fries. Now let's get into something that is, I know, going to bring back some nostalgia. We have the juice cup. We have the almost near frozen juice cups that you would get of grape, cherry. I know there was an orange. These were damn near delectable.
They were basically like popsicles, but just in small container form, pretty much.
I consider them miniature smoothies. Just I just out low grade smoothies. We'll say that.
That's fair. I actually remember in grade school there was one lunch where we would actually get Trix yogurt as a side, which was dope as hell. But I remember a couple instances where this was offered maybe on a handful of stuff because they were trying to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were here, we don't want it. Let's give it to the kids.
Exactly. Or they had extras or something like that. That's all.
But yeah, the juice cup. I know my favorite as a kid probably was the grape, but me as older, I feel I would prefer the cherry a lot more now. No.
I don't think I would get this as an adult, just saying, but
I would still eat it.
I'd have to think about it.
Well, think about this next one, Greg.
All right.
At number 3, we have, I would say is in the top tier of the potato sides of individuals. For number 3, we have the tater tots.
Again, here's the thing.
Yours were baked.
High school, high school, they were fried, they were good. Grade school, they were baked, so they were mushy and stuff. So I didn't get the actual
crunch.
I didn't get the crunch. Yeah, so so I didn't fully appreciate how good tater tots were until I was in high school, honestly. So.
But they were good in high school.
They were very good in high school. I will give you that.
Very good. Even Napoleon Dynamite liked them.
Yeah.
I would say when I go and get I don't know, anything that has a side other than regular fries, I don't know if I'd ever go for the tater tot. I respect of what it brings to the table, but I mean, when they were a kid, they were good, man. They were really good, which brings a smile to my face, just like our number 2, the very classic smiley fries.
I remember these. These were what was awesome about these is that they basically had the consistency of mashed potatoes on the inside.
Basically.
Yeah, so that made that actually I do not I did enjoy these. I will not lie.
Even though they were mushy.
Even though they were mushy, yes. I don't know why. Probably because the consistency of mashed potatoes, you don't need it to be crunchy.
Yeah.
Like you need it to be like still soft to a degree. So yeah, I did not mind these.
I thought this was a genius concoction that combined. You have the crunch of the outside, the mash of the inside. This was genius.
Can you buy these in stores? Just out of curiosity.
You can buy these in stores, and also, like I said earlier, these are one of the things that you can buy in bulk. There's
Oh God.
there's some website out there that you can buy old school lunches from, and this is one of them. Just like our number one, which changed the whole landscape of the game. Because I never realized that, in my opinion, when I was younger, I thought of these was more of the meal, but the more I think about it, they were the side. And that, my friends, the cheese sticks.
What? No, these are not sides.
Yes, they
These
were.
are not sides. You're crazy.
I feel like they were the whole meal.
They were. They were the
like
whole
they're the
meal.
whole meal.
They were not. See, we got these, like myself, and I even consulted Bree with this, so you can yell at her too. But for both of our lunches, we remember that when we got in 2 different schools, by the way, so this is not just one, this is multiple. We would get these with the marinara sauce,
Yes.
but we also get them with the spaghetti and the meat sauce,
Mm-mm.
and we would also get them with spaghetti and meatballs.
Mm-mm.
That was how our schools did it. So to me, yes, the cheese sticks were a side.
No.
I
No.
I feel
absolutely
like it was just
not.
giant cheese sticks all together on
Yes.
the tray.
Yes.
With
That
the
is.
marinara sauce,
that
and
is-
maybe like an apple or something.
Yes,
like
that is absolutely what they were. I do not recall ever getting like pasta or anything else with these. Like these bad boys were like the legit meal.
I'm telling you, though, from my perspective,
Mm.
they were the side.
Your
which
perspective is
wrong.
incorrect then. So just
Right,
leaving that at
no.
that.
Why would my perspective be incorrect if it was right?
Mm. They must have did things backwards wherever he was.
I mean, every school district was different.
Some did it
there's-
correctly, some did it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Apparently, go figure.
Damn it, no.
What I feel like in high school, Flaming Hot Cheetos were the best sides for us. like everyone ate Flaming Hot Cheetos. Still, like that,
You can't have a side if you had to buy it. You had to
you had to
come
buy,
with
you had to
the
pay for your
meal.
lunch.
Oh my god, that's the whole. You idiots!
Oh, wait, that's the whole meal.
Oh.
You're jackasses. But
And
don't-
yes, chip smiley fries could be microwaved. They're probably not as tasty.
Yeah, that would be in the same boat as baked. Not as
They
great.
actually come in like those little like TV dinners. There's some with like smiley face fries.
were
in
those
there.
in like the Be Cool meals or the,
Probably.
They're like the green. Were they Michelinas or Michelinas? Those ones.
I don't know.
This is the penguin one. Were those?
Oh, they might be the penguin one.
I don't remember what those were called.
Let's
Because
look
we
it
had
up.
Lunchables and we had those. I couldn't remember what those were.
Yeah, with the penguin. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about
Michelinas.
Michaelinas.
Some
Okay.
popcorn chicken and smiley face.
That's funny. Okay.
Dinner with penguin.
I don't know
The
where
penguin had the brownie.
Yes,
Kid
kid cuisine.
cuisine.
Kid
Nice.
cuisine. Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, no, Be Cool was the penguin that would come in and talk to us about drugs and stuff and not to do them.
What?
Ooh,
We had, like,
We had
wait.
Dare. We did not. have
Yeah,
penguin.
we had Dare. I have no idea.
had
what
an
the hell
actual
you're-
police
This was in
officer.
elementary, of course, but like
Mine was
all-
elementary too. Yeah, we had Dare.
Yeah,
we
had a
had-
police officer.
no, we would have like a classic roller TV pop up, and we'd have this person come in with like a Be Cool like penguin puppet.
Oh my
Talk to
god.
us about drugs
That
and shit.
sounds like South Park.
Yeah.
When you said puppet.
Wait a sec. Curious question, Austin. When you had the roller TV come over, did it have a strap over it?
Yes, it had.
All right,
strap
I'm making.
over
All right,
the
I'm making sure.
Then the overhead projectors. You remember those?
Yes.
The lights.
Yep.
We had the strap over the TV, and we had the one wobbly wheel that would always like
Yeah.
crease the floors and never did be rolled to us.
Chipster redeemed some of his chips for a karaoke time, and he is requesting an impersonation. He's asking Adam Sandler doing Lunch Lady. He's getting his water ready, so this will be good.
That's right. Let's not go.
Mhm.
So this, so, all right. Have some more sloppy. I made them extra sloppy for you, boys. Lady, please, you're scaring us.
I mean,
God
that
bless
was a
Billy.
good reenactment.
God,
yeah.
God bless that. Yeah.
That movie's iconic. I can't believe it's like less than 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, in hindsight, I'm not surprised. In fairness.
Did you guys, while we're talking about school and everything, did you guys have the lady with the giant pencil that came for handwriting classes?
No. Hey, when you had a pencil.
It was a giant pencil, and she taught you how to write cursive and everything.
No, I don't remember that.
And
No.
I hated her because she always said my handwriting was bad. Like she's like, oh, you hold the pencil too tight or something like that.
You're like, shut up, my fingers.
Everybody hated this lady.
Oh, I mean, I can't. I mean, my handwriting is god awful, but I just accepted it. So
Yeah.
no big
I
deal.
mean, we were in the age of computers, so like we always have like the little paper clip that would come up and be like,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
what do you do today? I'm like, go away.
He was annoying.
We had that, and then we would always just put like the pinball game in the background and like act like we were doing our typing, but we would secretly be playing pinball.
Oh yeah, I that was on every computer. I feel like.
It like was like a marble game. I can't remember what it was. You had to like put all these different marbles like on a course and have them finish and everything. I don't know. Interestingly enough, but that, ladies and gentlemen, takes us to our greatest spectacle of this show, which is the Defeata. Now, we talk a lot about the lunches that were served to us, but the great debate is simply this. Describe your dream pack lunch. Let me give you a scenario, okay? Everyone's eating whatever they're eating. You stroll in, might have a bag, might have a plate with something over it, but you were the king of that time period because everyone's looking at what you have and foaming at the mouth at it. Describe that. That is the goal.
What's the order?
I don't think I have an order.
He's never around when you want him to.
I was texting him earlier, but
yeah. Okay. All right. I will.
Craig, you go first.
All right, I'll go first. Yeah, since I didn't do it last week, I might as well. So here's my logic with this one. First off, so like if I'm thinking back to when I was in grade school, and I'm thinking back to when I packed a lunch, the big problem and conundrum that was always around in that case is obviously you don't have the opportunity to heat up your lunch, right? So you kind of have to. You're gonna have to play around with it. You gotta have something that's like at least gonna be somewhat like refrigeratable, but still will be delicious after the fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if that's the case, the dream scenario for me would be instead of bringing in my lunchbox, and I don't know if you've ever had this or not. There's a place in Swissvale called Triangle Bar. You ever heard of it?
We ordered it for work. Subs, right?
I would bring in a battleship.
Now, okay, Greg.
What's on a battleship?
It is literally a giant, maybe 3 foot? 3 foot? Yeah, 3 foot long Italian hoagie. And actually, let me rephrase. Not a hoagie, I apologize, because a hoagie is hot. It would be a 3 foot long Italian sub with I could eat as much of it as I want, and maybe if a kid wants to trade me some of his sides or whatever, I'll cut him off a little piece. We'll go from there.
Here, you peasant. Here's some bread.
Exactly. But yeah.
So Greg is getting his food from a bar to take into a school.
No, dude, seriously, like it's called Triangle Bar and Sub. It's like that's what they're famous for. It's literally like these giant sandwiches that are called battleships, and then like smaller versions are like called the Destroyer.
Yeah.
There's like another one that like I can't remember what else it's called, but yeah, that's like the thing.
I will say we ordered at work and I wasn't too impressed, but I don't like cold cut hoagies too. Like I don't eat them a lot.
You also don't like tomatoes on your sandwiches, so
No,
you've come around.
I
I'm proud of
do
you,
eat 'em.
but still, yeah.
So I can imagine you in like a captain's hat, like, oh, just got this after I sunk some shots at the bar, boys. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, what?
It's a It's literally called a battleship. Yes.
Are we pretending we're back in school age, or
that's
like?
kind of what I was going.
That's what I was going for. Yeah, I'm thinking like younger me, just like strolling in with a 3 foot long sandwich and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm not dragging it in. Like I'm holding it up and stuff, but like still, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Just takes it, plops it on the
Plops it down, and I just start going to town on it. Yeah.
Oh boy. So is it like? So I'm imagining like a Scooby Doo style sandwich here, where it's just packed to the brim.
No, not yeah. I'm talking like
I'm-
literally.
There's a scene from Scooby Doo where they create like an amazing like submarine sandwich,
Mhm.
and they start eating it at both ends. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you could go that route. Yeah, but yeah, like if you ever are in that general area, that's what it is. It's Triangle Bar and Subs, and it's literally they make like these giant ass sandwiches, and it's not just Italian. It's not just the Italian sub. Like they'll do like different kinds and all that.
Okay.
It's been around since I was like, I think it's been around since longer than I was born, actually.
All right. I'll go next. I don't know what you guys are. This is a very simple answer, and to me, anybody walking into either elementary, middle, or high school with a McDonald's bag was automatically the king of that lunch. Doesn't matter what anyone else is eating. So I would do what I ate, I would say, as a kid at McDonald's, which at that point they had what kind of meal, you might ask? Oh, that's right. They had the Mighty Kids meal.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay.
Mighty freaking Kids meal.
Okay.
So I would have the Mighty Kids meal with a burger, fries, and a nice Coke, because you couldn't even have soda back when they were kids. So having that, a nice juicy burger, fries, and a Coke when everyone else is drinking milk with their lunches, I automatically rule over all of you.
Here's my problem, bud. I'm applying at least logic to my situation because I know where are you gonna get a McDonald's? Where are you gonna get a McDonald's Mighty Kids meal at like 12 o'clock in the middle of the afternoon? I doubt there's a McDonald's by your school.
Grubhub.
Yeah, Grubhub. Clear, that's fair. But yeah,
No, sometimes your parents would like bring you in late, or
I'm
you had
getting there. I'm
a
getting
doctor's
there.
appointment.
okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that I can buy. Like if you had a doctor's appointment or something, and you would come back and you had like that. Okay, that's good.
But we also had a McDonald's in walking distance from our school.
Wow.
But I'm picturing a little kid Austin walking. to
Literally,
McDonald's
just
by
like
himself.
literally
But
strolling.
Are we talking like middle
Just
school
letting
or
you
high
know.
school?
I'm just letting you know, but I'm applying to you the doctor's notion, where you
Okay.
come in, you miss the first half of the day,
Yep.
you don't even give a shit because you have McDonald's. And
Yeah.
you hold that bag up, and the grease is right at the bottom of the bag, and everyone else is eating your things, and you go, kneel before me, for I am.
Yeah, you look.
What if it was? Wait a sec.
Lord.
Wait a sec. You just brought up the grease part. So like, what if it's pizza day or something, and there's grease on their stuff too?
Never do that, Greg. Would never have it on those days. I want to come in when I know the lunch menu is shit, so that I can be like, I rule over all of you.
I could picture Austin like having him told that his like doctor's appointment's coming up, and then he just immediately looks at the lunch calendar and is like,
Yeah.
"What day sucks?"
I remember like Pizza Hut days, like everyone would buy. They'd be in line, wait forever. The one time like I packed during it, and I was just sitting there eating my lunch.
You're a loser.
No, I was sitting eating my lunch, and they're all like looking at me. And I'm like all happy, like eating my lunch, and I think I got like yelled at for like laughing at them for waiting for food.
Oh my god. This is what happens when you play outside.
But yes, a McDonald's Mighty Kids meal.
I do
That's
like the
what-
Mighty Kids meal because I feel like with
But-
the younger sister, like when we got McDonald's, she would get the Happy Meal, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want that. That's like for little kids.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the Mighty Kids meal, and you're like, oh, all right.
It was a double
This-
cheeseburger.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And you still got a toy.
Yeah, that's true. You still got a toy.
Yeah. So I don't hate that pick.
Now you can get adult Happy Meals.
Yeah, that's
Which is awesome. I had a reliable source out in Wyoming send me a picture of the adult Happy Meal, and it was awesome. I will say.
Did I tell you about the one day I got home from work and there was McDonald's on our front porch, like from Grubhub?
No.
And it wasn't yours.
It wasn't ours. I was like, I don't. It was like 2 basket of fries,
Mhm.
4 like double cheeseburgers,
Wow.
and I'm like, I went next door. I was like, did you guys order McDonald's? He's like, no. Like,
Mhm.
I was like, okay. Like, I was gonna eat it, but I was like, I don't know. Like, if someone, I don't know how long it's been out there.
No,
whatever.
yeah, I wouldn't do
But
that.
then Morgan called and was like, yeah, they delivered to the wrong house. Like, they already got their order. I was like, all right. So I just started eating.
Oh my God.
It wasn't too nice. I wouldn't have thought twice. I would have.
Oh, I was like, I don't know, like if
you
it's our
not.
neighbors or something like that.
Yeah.
But
No, I wouldn't even have asked. I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, it was delivered to us from an anonymous source, and we thank you for that.
Mhm. For the record, I do not remember the last time I ate McDonald's. So
that was probably the last time I had it. That was a couple weeks ago.
So I just had
mine has been years at this point. So I'll leave it at that.
if Greg loses in the league, he has to eat McDonald's.
Wow, that'd be awful for me.
There we go.
All right, vote.
All right. So I've been like all over the place with this, but I think I settled on something. And that would be, you imagine elementary school.
Okay.
What's every kid love? Chicken nuggets.
Yep.
What's even better than chicken nuggets? Dino nuggets.
Oh, that's good.
So dino nuggets.
That's
with
good.
the smiley fries and Go-Gurt, but not just a normal Go-Gurt. Like you froze it before school,
Mm.
so it's kind of little harder.
Okay.
Than just normal.
I like it.
Go-Gurt.
I like it. You sold me on the frozen Go-Gurt. All right.
Frozen Go-Gurt. That was my go-to.
Mhm.
And then
You didn't microwave this one?
did not well, you could microwave the nuggets, I guess. But for a drink, Turner's iced tea. Like I'm just going
Such
back,
a yinzer.
I'm going
I
back
love
to
it.
like high school days. So
Such
like,
a
I'm
yinzer.
throwing that in there.
when Turner's tea was like 50 cents for like a like
Yeah.
a cart.
it's still cheap.
Oh, I
but-
understand it is, but still.
Yeah.
Dude, I would always get the Turner's lemonade. Was always
Those are
fun.
good too.
I was in like the big, like not totally like small like milk carton, but it was a bigger carton.
Yeah.
It was like 25, 50 cents. I was like, yeah, sign me up. That's good. I thought when you were going with the chicken nuggets, I thought, what's better than chicken nuggets? Chicken tenders. I'm like, you would have had me there too, but
But the Dino Nuggets.
Yeah, you
like,
can't touch Dino Nuggets. That's fair.
now it's like nowadays you eat them and people think you have, I don't know, mental illness or something. It's
You
crazy.
Denny's used to have them. The Dino Nuggies.
We used to have 'em?
Denny's.
See, I wouldn't know
Like,
because
I would get them all the time there.
I wouldn't know because I didn't go to Denny's until like I was older, honestly, like because it was always Eaton Park for me.
Oh, same, but I still got the dinosaur nuggets.
I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying like I never knew that because I don't think I went to a Denny's until I was probably like in my teens.
We also just went to a Denny's on Sunday.
Yeah, because you know what it was like. I remember Ash would be the one that would always sing the praises of Denny's, and I'm like, why? And then I went there, and I'm like, oh,
Diner food,
okay.
Brad. It's low quality diner food, and you always either showed up sober and ready to fight, or hungover and just wanted to eat. What it always was.
Mhm.
But that's going to be an interesting one to debate, fellas. I think I still won, but it's in there.
Debatable.
Did you ever actually go to school with a Mighty Kids meal?
Not a Mighty Kids meal. I think I
Just a
should
kids
have been.
meal.
I think I had like the two cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Still suffice.
Mm.
But
That's a good
All
great
right.
debate, though.
oh yeah, definitely get you back into the old ways of thinking. But right now, take a break. Go use the facility, get a drink, and we will be right back with the top 10 ranking of the evening. Stay tuned.
Let's dive right into sports, as I have strong opinions on that. Which college team could beat a professional team in the same sport right now?
Okay.
There is not a single answer that is better than the LSU Tigers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals.
Even if I know the pitch that's coming, every other part of me is still normal.
That's why it's frustrating for me, Greg.
It's like okay, if I know what something is coming, I know ahead of time. I still have to be able to do the action to get the result that I need.
Okay, so they won 3 games in 10 years with 3 rebuilds.
I don't lose at arguments. All right.
Especially about fast food, so yeah.
You will never walk alone. Guess what? Now you will. Coronavirus.
I barely touch my girlfriend's cat. The most I'd be willing to do is like just kind of put my finger on its forehead and just like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with us is Alex Kazor from Steelers Depot.
We are live with Ryan Smith, professional cornhole player in the ACL. Ryan,
What all franchises were you able to work with in the NHL?
With Phoenix, Carolina, and Detroit.
No.
So here is Moorhead's ranking. Moorhead is my cousin. He is the rank king.
Higher
Top 10 extra Power Rangers.
Oh.
Okay.
This is the top 10 emo songs of the 2000s.
There's only one correct answer for number 1. Why is F is for Family better than Futurama when Futurama is like Star Wars for potheads? Like
I know.
I'm
So I take
We have one or two that are mad in the chat.
You're welcome for that.
Alright, we're gonna get banned.
All right, everybody, we are back. The top 10 is in order. And the top 10 for you all tonight are the top 10 school cafeteria lunches. These are the main points, guys. These are what the bread and butter of what the schools have for lunch and why they were so dang good.
And not including bread and butter either.
Greg, buckle up.
Buckle up, Greg.
Buckle up, Greg. Put your
Greg, we're
seatbelt
not
on.
you buckle up.
Nah, I'm good.
Greg, buckle up.
It's gonna
Don't be
it's gonna be a
downer.
rough ride here.
Greg, I have it in park right now. I'm not moving until you have your seatbelt on. Buckle up.
There you go.
Yay! Greg has fun. All right, so let's get into it. This might be a hot topic to start off with. These weren't my favorite, but they are in the top 10. I did like them. They were off on some days, but they were still damn good. Number 10, we have the French toast sticks. And yes, we did have these for lunch because we have breakfast days on days.
Yep.
We would too.
I've had these too. Yep. French toast sticks, sausage, either
Yeah.
patties or links, and then you'd get like a side for the maple syrup and stuff. Yep.
I
We
think
got
our
mini-
school had breakfast too, like random days.
Really?
Like they had a breakfast and lunch.
And nowadays, you have to like provide breakfast and everything. It's crazy.
Hmm.
But yes, we'd have like the mini pancakes like in a bag that were already like steamed because they were hot. Every time you touch it, would fucking hurt because it's a hot bag.
Throw them at each other.
That's all it went. But the French toast sticks, they were amazing. I would eat these all day. So good. We have number 9. There's something that's great when the cheese hangs off about a fourth off of your burger or the lunch line. Because number 9, we have the cheeseburgers. Sometimes the cheese
they would hang.
Oh yeah, jeez. I never got the cheeseburgers when I was in grade school. They just never looked that good.
I get these all the time. Put some barbecue sauce and mayo on it for a little like southern feel. Oh my god.
Huh. Interesting.
Like you'd want to question if it's real meat or not, but at the point you're like, we're all gonna die someday, right? So we might as well just roll.
You didn't care. You just needed the sustenance. That's all that mattered.
I'm just thinking of those little like frozen mini hamburgers.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember
those.
Yeah, they're like the mini White Castle ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those are disgusting when you actually made them.
Have you ever had White Castle mini burgers, Krusty?
No, I never had White Castle.
They hit. I'll give you that. Like Harold and Kumar had it right when they went on that run. Just saying.
I only had the freezer kind. I'd heat them up and put some green verde and mustard on them. Oh my god!
Trying to be fancy, I see. Okay.
No ketchup again.
No ketchup.
Yeah.
It's red. Hates red ginger things.
All right, number 8. Number 8 for us, we had the General Tso's chicken.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that.
You had this in school?
Is it General Tso or General Tao? Because like
it depends.
I've never seen it like this, but I was like, eh.
No,
I've
seen it both ways actually.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but it is the same, honestly.
So yes, our school we'd put it on white rice, and then we'd have this thick. When I mean like 2 C's thick ass General Tso sauce that was just slathered.
I'd be extremely concerned about that. I've never heard of a grade school doing General Tso's chicken.
Dude, Greg, it was fantastic.
Interesting.
It
Okay.
was amazing.
Did it actually? Wait. Did yours actually come with like the legit peppers that General Tso's chicken's supposed to come with?
No, it did not.
I was gonna say because like then I'd be a little jealous then, and I would be laughing my ass off if you fools absolutely like just burnt your tongue on some of that shit.
No, it was literally what it was. It was like almost like nuggets on rice, and they would put the sauce over it. And
okay.
That was their version of General Tso's.
Pretty good, though.
Okay, I can see it. Way to be creative. I like it.
Was it high school or junior high?
A little bit of both. It was middle and high school that we had these.
Okay.
So really good. Number 7. It was hard for me to decide between the two of these, between this variety, but I went with one. And we're going with number 7. We have the walking taco.
Never had this in grade school. First time I ever had this was like
high school.
Yeah.
High school soccer game or football game.
Mine was Slip when we went to like one of the football games or something, and they sold them at the stands. That was the first time I ever had it.
We don't know if it was. I'm having trouble remembering, but I want to say it was like the sloppy Joe meat, just put into a bag of like the sodium free or like less calorie Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
So like
right, because that makes it better. Absolutely.
And then you'd have the option of like putting on. They would always put cheese. They would ask you if you want cheese. You obviously yes. Unless you
I ain't scared.
And they would have like a little station to put like lettuce and salsa and sour cream in it if you want. So it was amazing. It was a mess. It was always a mess.
I believe it.
That's not my duty. My duty is to eat it and then create a mess. Number 6.
I thought you were gonna say and then duty later.
Number 6 is an interesting one because I had McDonald's version. It was absolutely terrible. But the cafeteria version of this was to die for. And boys, that was the rib sandwich. We'd have a, honestly, like floppy kind of like rib meat that had sauce and pickles on it on a bun. And you never want to look at it. You never just want to look at it, but eating it was amazing. It was so good.
I'm very thrown off because I did not expect Austin Moorhead to say that the McRib is disgusting.
It's atrocious. It's awful.
That's what I'm picturing. I think my school had like a McRib type of sandwich every once in a while.
Maybe, but like I don't.
I'm picturing a rubber. Like it looked like rubber.
I could see it like
rib.
I don't know, like a pork sandwich maybe or something, but like I don't remember it being like a McRib style thing. But like Austin, I'm actually very thrown off that you said that because I would have thought of all people you would have the McRib like extremely high in your fast food like sandwich ranking.
No, I had it for the first time. I want to say like maybe 2 months ago, maybe a month or not that long, maybe a month ago. It was absolutely awful.
Wow,
like, so bad.
I am surprised.
Maybe I just got the rough end of one that's been sitting in the windowsill for like 3 hours.
You must have, Bud,
got
because
the display one.
Bud, there's like a cult following for the McRib. Like it's like people like get hyped when they bring that shit in.
Isn't it
I
here
won't
for
say
good
to
now?
those
Or
people-
no, that's the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I believe so. Because I'm pretty sure that the McRib. I think the tagline for them was like it's gone and forever after this or something like that.
I would say to those people who have a cult following with this, follow something else.
Wow. Just getting rid of people's like absolute beliefs like that.
Yikes.
What a dick.
Just a
Religion's been
typical
doing-
Tuesday night.
Yeah, seriously. Right here on the rankings court.
Religion's been doing that for years, boys. Number
Mm-hmm.
5, we have a cult classic. They were never what you wanted them to be, but they were still good enough that you were like, I want more. And that was number 5, the chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets at lunch, you have the option, which they never, at least from my elementary, they never had ranch. I don't know why. They only had it with like the salads. They never offered it as like a dipping sauce. But you think now, like that's what people glorify too. So you end up always.
Yeah, I don't remember ranch being like a dipping side growing up. Like if you got like the bag of carrots or something like that, like and it came with the ranch, I think. But aside from that, no, I don't remember ranch being like used as a side often.
It was always a dressing. So you either had to dip your nuggets in ketchup or barbecue sauce, and I went barbecue sauce all day. So
We know how he is about ketchup.
now this one, I want to see if you guys have these because this is one of the things that you can buy in bulk, and I swear I always had 2 of these whenever I was in a lunch line. They were so damn good, and that is the pizza quesadilla.
No.
See, we didn't have these, but we had the fiestada, which was like the Mexican pizza.
Yes. Yeah,
So
I did too. It
that's
was
what-
like
that's what everyone in our school.
it was like it wasn't circular, but it was like a weird
It was like a
hexagonal.
yeah.
Yes, I had it. Yes,
And it had
that I
cheese,
remember.
The meat, like that was our go-to. At
Oh
our school.
yeah,
But this looks amazing.
Yeah, this does look really cool. But the one that I'm thinking of is the exact same as Vo's. Like it was just a Mexican pizza. Like it had like
cheddar cheese,
taco
like-
meat. I think I don't think it had like lettuce tomato on it. It was
No,
literally
it's
just that
cheese and meat
and
and
a little
sauce.
sauce. But yeah.
Can't have not be a little saucy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, these were delicious. They were stuffed with cheese. They were stuffed with like what I honestly thought at one point was taco meat, and then someone told me it was like various chopped up like I don't even know what it was, but it was so good. And they would always offer sour cream with it, which made me think of like, oh, it's taco meat. But no, it wasn't. It was
They're
just
like,
cheese.
that's just Mr. Lee, the old janitor now. The guy hasn't been working for a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not eat sour cream with this. Absolutely not.
This was delicious. Yeah, I'd eat this all day. I'd always get 2 of them.
Those do look good though.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
wish
now,
we had those.
and now, gentlemen, we get into the nitty gritty. We get into the cult classics. Because number 3, we had the spicy chicken patty.
I mean, I listen. Chicken patty sandwiches in general always hit. I will give you that. They always did hit. I don't remember mine being spicy though. I just remember them like being normal chicken patties. But chicken patty sandwiches though, all here for. Absolutely agree. They deserve top 5 billing.
They never have the spicy version now, but when I was in school, they were like, "Do you want regular or do you want spicy?" And I'm like, spicy. And they would give it to you in a bag, like one of the almost like a Chick-fil-A bag, like a flame on it. And I'm like, oh yes. And I'd slather that thing in pickles and hot sauce and just go to town on it. It's so freaking good.
Interesting.
You tell me you guys never had spicy versions of this?
I probably did like when I was like I probably did when I was older and stuff, but like in grade school, no. Like the chicken patties, I remember having like they would bring out like a tray of the actual chicken patties, and then they would put it on a bun for you, and then it would go down the lunch line.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there were special days they had spicy. It wasn't like a spicy or original type every day.
I don't know. I know that these just always hit. And the thing about this is that I don't know about you guys with chicken patties for your lunch lines for grade school and everything, but these were every Monday for us. Chicken patties were every single Monday.
They were. I don't remember. I don't think they had a specific day, but they were very consistent though. There was definitely like at least once a week that they were served, either as like a main or an alternate actually.
I feel like I always got home from school and we had like frozen chicken patties, and I make my own sandwiches.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I mean, I've had them for dinner like growing up all the time. Yeah, so like that's not surprising. But like the spicy version, I never realized that was a thing offered in school. No.
Oh, spicy was like the normal ones can't touch the spicy. It was so freaking good. Number 2. Give it up for sometimes that it's great to be square. Give me the square pizza. These things, they had them in breakfast form where you can get like sausage. They had sausage on and everything. You eat it like that. But then on days you'd have like, if they didn't do pizza at Fridays, you had this pizza. And while this pizza didn't stack up to the pizza at Fridays, it was still delectable.
I'm trying to think. So I think mine was square when I was in grade school, but it also there have been times where like alternated. Like I remember the round ones. Like I had that in high school, like the own personal ones, and those hit all the time. And I had stuffed crust versions in grade school too, but like I think my square ones were like this, but I can't be 100% sure.
I feel like ours are squared.
Mm-hmm.
Like all throughout elementary, middle school.
High school too?
High school. Besides, if we had Pizza Hut, but that's totally different type of pizza.
Mm-hmm. No, like I remember, because like I remember in high school and stuff, like we would have the circular ones, like the ones that like almost like a pool of grease would like form in the middle. From that, because like again, like high school, they didn't give a fuck. They actually like fried everything. So like yeah.
Reading all these comments from Deke, because he sent in quite a few. Because Kiski was the best. Darn right it was. It was high school, I think, or junior high, but it smacked. 0% chance it was actual meat. Which I believe
he's talking about the rib sandwich. Yeah.
I don't know if he's talking about the rib sandwich or if
he was talking about the rib sandwich.
General So before that, and then the rib.
Oh yeah, General So's, and then he asked about my bad.
Meat.
He said, "Where did it rank on the fast food ranking? Probably in front of Wendy's." So.
You dick. How dare you besmirch Wendy's still?
Hey. Bury it. I'm burying it. And at number 1. This, and I know we'll comment on this.
All right, go ahead.
When I describe this to you, you will be like, there is no way in absolute hell this was a lunch.
Okay, go ahead.
This was known as Crazy Dipper Day.
Okay.
So,
I love the picture. Okay.
The picture does not do it justice.
Okay.
I couldn't find a picture of this. But here's Crazy Frog.
Okay.
Pictures. Crazy Dipper Day. Thanks, Michelle Obama, for getting rid of it, by the way. You're rude. This once, you'd get 2 breadsticks, 2 cheese sticks. And when I say cheese sticks, I don't mean the cheese sticks that I said earlier. These were smaller, but they were thick. They were thick boys. And you would get 2 onion rings.
Wow.
All in one thing. They actually made a promotion of this. There are a video thing for school of like people running and like trampling over other people to get to the lunch line when Crazy Dipper Day was happening.
Okay.
And the greatest thing about it, it was haggling for young boys and girls, because you'd go in there and be like, I'll trade you these 2 onion rings for these 2 cheese sticks. And by the end, I had 6 cheese sticks. I'm like, hell yes. And when I say, I'm telling you, like, these things were like probably that big.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, that freaking thick.
And this is where the dairy intolerance began.
I'm telling you,
possible 6 breadsticks.
Yeah.
This lunch was crazy. It was 100% the best thing that we ever had. And just like all things that were great, it was taken away from us.
For the betterment, I'm assuming at some point.
I don't think we had Crazy Dipper Day.
No,
but I could be wrong. But I don't. It doesn't sound like anything that we ever had.
Well, there was definitely Breadstick Day, which was like you get 3 breadsticks and you would get like that's the thing I mentioned. Like you get 3 breadsticks, you get a side of sauce, yogurt, and like whatever else was on the side. But like I do remember getting Breadstick Day on that one, so that's kind of similar to that. And also stuffed breadsticks day, which is a legit meal, you dingus. So that was also an option on my part.
Yeah.
It's on the side for us all the time because we were the best. And that's what it was.
There's one that our school had. It was always before Thanksgiving, and it was Thanksgiving dinner for lunch. So like mashed potatoes, gravy, turkey.
That's a one a day, like not even one a day. That's a one a year meal. And while it's decent,
but it was good.
Yeah. It was like when Boozle did Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys when and Deke can comprehend this as well and tell you guys there was not a better thing for lunch than Crazy Dipper Day. You'd have what you have, and then if you didn't want it, you would trade it, like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was like,
jeez,
like, oh, if I get double of these, because you could double up on lunch too, so you can get a double order of Crazy Dipper Day. You can get 4 breadsticks, 4 cheese sticks, and
I suddenly understand why it was taken away from you guys, because the population in Kiski probably got extremely unhealthy from it.
I wouldn't say that. We were pretty good. It was just taken away from us because it was fun and enjoyable.
People hate fun.
People hate fun. My God.
No, that sounds amazing. I'd say top 10, pretty good top 10.
I mean, like half of these I never recall getting in some degree.
Yeah, I think our schools were about the same.
Yeah.
The Fiestada would be number 1.
Yeah.
For our list.
Did you ever have Nacho Bar?
Yeah, that was another thing. Nachos.
Yeah. Nacho Bar was awesome because you would get like a tray. You would have chips, and then you would have like a mound of taco meat, cheese sauce, salsa, and then like whatever you wanted as your other one. And it was like, that was the shit.
I feel like we had like a separate line for just that, like a Nacho Bar type thing. But yeah, everything else, chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets you can't go wrong with. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that like stuck out for me in that one.
We didn't have General Tso's that I know of. Walking tacos weren't a thing at school lunch.
I mean, we did have Taco Day, that's for sure.
Tacos, yeah.
Taco Day was a thing, yeah. Trying to think of anything else.
Didn't try one of those pizza quesadillas.
I'm pretty sure doesn't Pizza Hut sell like the stuffed pizza slices, which are kind of similar?
It's not the same thing, trust me.
I mean, they look like it. Like when I saw the picture that you showed, I was like, is that like that looks like literally a stuffed pizza slice from Pizza Hut now.
It's to die for.
Did you guys have a birthday with the principal at your school?
No. Not that I can think of, no.
So that was like, say you're, like my birthday's in December, so everyone in December, halfway through the month would go, get lunch, like in the cafeteria, they'd have like pizza or something, principal would be there, and you get like a little toy or something too.
Aw.
It was nice.
That's actually kind of cool.
No, I can't say that we ever had that.
Yeah, we had it all throughout elementary school, I think.
That was nice. Okay, I like that.
I want to say that we had like, I don't know if that's for our birthday, but like if you, scholastic things were always like really big in elementary, like reading. So like if you had so many stars or how many books read, you had like a pizza party or something.
Right. Yeah. This was something that we did like late near the end of my elementary and like middle school tenure, I'd say. But there was a thing where like all the leftover kind of stuff that like we had from previous lunches, it was offered as like a la carte that like you could actually buy if you wanted. So like there would be like times where there was leftover breadsticks or leftover chicken nuggets or leftover nachos, and they would like just all be in like this one side of the cafeteria. And if you wanted, you could like buy them like straight up and just eat like a bunch of fried finger foods at the time if you wanted. So
Deke brings up a good point, though. You had to make it on the honor roll for that. For what
Okay.
Which I always was. So your boy was always getting the goods.
Oh, okay. Good on you, bud.
Now it's like, dang, where did my education go?
Well, now you're educating them now.
Now you have your own show. You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a crown that's like permanently stuck to your head too.
Take it off no matter how hard
You
I
should
try.
just wear it everywhere.
You should be awesome.
Monumental hazard. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, Deke, Blood Bomb, Chip, thank all of you for tuning in and experiencing another wonderful RankKing's Court with us. We're always here, Tuesdays, 6:30 on Twitch. You'll have to catch us back here for whatever crazy concoction we're going to have next week.
Can only imagine what's gonna come up in that brain of yours.
Well, that's why I do the thoughts, Greg.
Fun fact, I'll be another year older next week.
That is true. He'll officially be
old.
A year into his 30s on Thursday.
Ooh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you back here next week. Gavel, Greg. Court is adjourned.